presentation of Fox Sports.
Under the lights, it's time for American Idol. That's America's racing idols. They're about to go bumper to bumper and wheel to wheel. Over 190 miles an hour in the first race of the new season as drivers try to win the Budweiser Shootout, get a jump start on winning the Daytona 500. The stars are being introduced to the crowd here at the Daytona International Speedway, looking like superheroes, action ready to get in their cars and go to work. Tonight we'll see such drivers as Tony Stewart, racing's former bad boy, who's won 2 shootouts in a row, the defending Winston Cup points champion. Jeff Gordon, 4-time champion of the sport, doing the Fox NASCAR version of Saturday Night Live. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., his late father, won this race 6 times on the track that took his life 2 years ago. To win tonight, Little E will have to come from back of the pack. You'll see stars and you'll see cars as the first Winston Cup race of the season gets ready to saddle up.
Listen up, partner. Tonight, America's greatest cowboys are fixing to ride right into a new Winston Cup season, only here on NASCAR on Fox. Oh, yeah. The 2003 Winston Cup Series will rack up the first miles of the season under the lights, which is surely bound to be a prime-time hit. Now, if you're dialing your telly in for a wild ride, then, mister, you're at the place. Because the Bud Shootout is just a couple of grains of sand away. I reckon these here drivers are modern-day cowboys. And just like in the Old West, where rough-riding cowboys took care of business on horseback, these old boys here in the Southeast do it with good old-fashioned American horsepower. Oh, all the stars are out tonight, including bad boy and reigning champ Tony Stewart, 3-time Daytona winner Dale Jarrett. And primetime wouldn't be primetime without the man, Mr. Primetime himself, Jeff Gordon, riding along with his partner, JJ, at his side. And Dale Jr., too, who continues to make a mark of his own. Of course, this Bud Shootout couldn't go down without some wily veterans, like Awesome Bill and On the Mark Martin. So hold on tight, y'all, because these modern American cowboys are taking no prisoners in this particular shootout. Boy, howdy. The Bud Shootout is on right now, live from Daytona. So let's crack that whip.
They started racing at low tide on the nearby beaches 100 years ago, and tonight we're in prime time as Fox Sports presents the Budweiser Shootout. And welcome to the Budweiser pre-race show, brought to you by Budweiser. The best things in life are the things that are true. Budweiser. Get ready as the fastest drivers battle for 70 laps over this 2.5-mile super speedway for nearly $1 million. And we welcome you from the Hollywood Hotel. We're just above Victory Lane, where tonight one lucky driver will be that much closer to winning the Super Bowl of stock car racing, the Daytona 500. The sky has been cloudy all day, but right now, racing is clearly the focus. Hi, I'm Chris Myers, and for all of us here on the Fox crew, welcome to the 3rd year of NASCAR on Fox. We're about ready to drop the green flag on the Budweiser Shootout, and starting a big week on the Fox Racing Networks, culminating with the Daytona 500 a week from Sunday. But right now, you're going to see the fastest drivers from the last year start off this year in a mad dash for cash. And here's how the drivers qualified for the Budweiser Shootout. If you want to poll for a race last season or a former winner for this event, which began back in 1979, then you are in. And it should be a great race tonight. Let me welcome here at the Hollywood Hotel. He won in '81 as the crew chief with Darrell Waltrip, his driver, in the Budweiser Shootout. Chef Hammond, nice to see you, cowboy.
Good to see you again, but buddy, you know it's time to lock and load.
Ready for another season? So if Darrell Waltrip won this race, and actually he's eligible to drive tonight if he wanted to, anything can happen.
It really can. As a matter of fact, in 1981, Darrell Waltrip passed Benny Parsons right down here on the apron to be able to win this race right here. So it means a lot to these drivers. It's going to be a great race. Very exciting. I look for a lot of fireworks tonight.
Yeah, a mad dash, and 5 former Daytona 500 winners in this Budweiser Shootout in the 19-car field, which we'll go over. One of those former winners, Darrell Waltrip, of course, upstairs with our broadcast crew, Larry McReynolds and Mike Joy. Guys, ready for another season?
It's great to be back, Chris, and hi, everyone. This is our kind of race because 20-some or 30-some years ago, all of our careers started at a Saturday night short track, either racing, wrenching, or calling the races. This is our kind of show.
Yeah, well, this is a Saturday night special. And what we got here tonight, folks, is we got a 20-lap heat race and we got a 50-lap feature. Big difference back in Nashville, Tennessee, or up where you guys are from. Not a lot of money at stake. Tonight, the winner's going to take home over $400,000. So you better come loaded for bear, and you better be willing to let the rough side drag.
Well, when the first clash was run in 1979, Buddy Baker won it, and for many years, the focus of this race was on the driver. But Larry Mack, things are different now.
Well, my driver, he still has to do his job. He still has to pick the right line to go with and put that car in the right position. But in that 50-lap feature, all the teams will have to pit for fuel. But the question is the strategy. It's on the crew chief's shoulders. Do I take 2 tires? Do I take no tires? I know I have to take fuel. And also on those pit crews to give them a good pit stop. And of the 19 teams down there, almost every team has had major changes in their pit crew. First pit stop tonight.
This race has changed somewhat, and here's how the field is set. 15 pole winners from last year, 4 past Bud Shootout winners. 70 laps is the distance, 20-lap heat race, 10 minutes to work on your car, and then 50 laps. You got to go 50 laps, but you can't do that on 1 tank of fuel, and $966,000 will be distributed as this race moves from Sunday to Saturday night and the new 2-segment format.